All right.
Yay.
I hope you jam right on along with us. Welcome to the new Lavalais and Ella Live with your hosts, Lavalais and Ella Isaac.
And
Hello, Ella.
hello, Lavalais. I was going to do the welcome, but you did that really well. And yeah, we were jamming to that music. It's like new every week. And we get surprised by Zeke, our guy behind the scenes. So awesome job as always. Awesome. Welcome, everybody. This is our weekly Friday show. We love coming on, and we're here to showcase a little bit of our work and also present featured artists that we love and we know you're going to love too. Right, Lavalais?
That's very, very correct. We're going to have Tribal Truths, Miss Brenda Brunson Bay on
Yes.
later on. But before we do that, I just want to let you know, please share our link. And if you are new and you want to watch it on YouTube, and we put out a new YouTube um, channel for us, but we need 24 hours before it's going to be authorized. So if you want to watch it on YouTube and you're at home, then you need to go back to the old Bamboozle by Lavalais, which we're going to kill off because now we're going to become Lavalais and Ella Live. So Bamboozle by Lavalais will cease to exist.
Yes.
So
So next week we'll be on the Black Artist Marketplace YT page on YouTube, but we'll let you know a little bit later, and we'll let you know next week as well. So yes, we have a couple of guests on today. I know we've got some spoken word coming up, as well as our featured artist. So who's our spoken word person we have today?
our spoken word person is coming from New Orleans, and his name is Mr. Frederick Wood Delahousse. And I'll be introducing Mr. Wood later on. He's going to come on in our show a little bit later on. Um,
And,
but
and
he's
that,
going to be our spoken word artist from New Orleans. And hopefully in the future, we're going to have some spoken word artists on from Philly.
yes, hopefully I'm working on it so we can have a not a battle, but a representation of Philly and New Orleans. So yes, we'll get there. And our featured designer today also is Brenda Brunson Bay from Tribal Truths, and I'm rocking a Brenda Brunson Bay scarf that I've had for probably 20 years. It's one of my favorites. So yes, I'm representing her today, and I'm representing Lavalais because I got my copper bangle despite all the delays with the post office. So I'm good to go.
Oh yeah, that's something we both have to talk to you about because we both mail out packages, and we've both had packages I've sent out since December the 9th that
Yes,
people still don't have.
yes.
And she's experienced the same thing. So believe me, it's not our fault. We try and we send
We
our work
try.
out. It's just it's the post office who's beating us up. Okay,
Yep. So
so
please,
just
please,
bear with us.
please be patient. Your package is on its way. It might be traveling all over the country, but it's gonna get there eventually. So we do mail out the pieces. So just it's coming. It's coming. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm my shipping department, and I'm sure she's her shipping department. So can't
Yes.
blame anybody.
No. Just the post office. Before we get into our show, I want to talk about, we're doing this every Friday, and then we have our big show coming up in February. It's February 13th, 14th, and 15th. So we've got 3 glorious days of amazing artists. I'm trying to think who's coming on. I know we've got Aziz, who's a amazing artist out of Los Angeles. He's going to be new to us for the show. Who else do we have, Lavalais?
We have Karen Clark, who's going to be
Oh,
new to our
yes.
show, and our old friend Puncho is going to be back on our show again. So you
Yes.
guys, we all love Puncho. So Puncho is going to be back on with us again.
And a couple of new jewelers. We have Bling Blam, who does wire wrapping jewelry over wonderful gemstones. So he's going to be new. And we also have a fiber artist, Adele. She's coming on as well. So lots to look forward to for that February show.
Yeah, yeah. And so please bear with us, stay with us, check us out, like us, share, please, okay? So
Yep.
we won't take up too much more of your time today because we got a lot to do today. We're going to
Yes.
go ahead and show you our pieces,
Yes.
and then we're going to bring on our guest, Mr. Wood. All right.
All right. So who's going first?
I think that's up to you. That's
Okay.
you.
I'll go first. Okay, I'm going to show you 5 hats to start off with, and then 5 hats at the end, and Lavalais is going to do the same thing. And no, I'm a milliner, so I'm always doing some good work to show you. I'm inspired every weekend. So I'm going to do the first hat, which is the souffle, and I was feeling yellows this week. So here's the souffle in yellow. It's BAM number 1. It's priced at $70. This is such a great hat. You can just have so much fun with it. And it's a soft yellow and it's slouchy and there's room to play with. So this is Souffle BAM number 1 and it's $70. And you can purchase on my website. Go straight to the website, lipshats.com. I see the light shining on it it's not as bright as it looks. It's a little softer, probably better in the picture. You can see the real color there. Okay, Souffle BAM number 1. The second hat is BAM number 2. It's called Rita. Again, soft, easy wear hat. I'm putting it on for you. It's a camel and soft yellow. Again, playful. I like playful hats. Have fun with them. Make a statement, that sort of thing. This is called Rita. It's camel and yellow. All the wool hats are fully lined. They're satin lined, just so you can see that. This is Rita. It's camel and yellow, and it's $70 on the website. Third hat is called Raffles. It's a new design. BAM number 3. I like the fact you did BAM number 3 in yellow. Okay, it's a new design. It's called Raffles, camel and yellow. Because it's new, I haven't done different colors, but I'm sure it will be coming in different colors. So you can rock this down or you can rock this up. If you see something you like, you can also put BAM in the comments section and say, I want BAM number 3, or you can go to the website. This one's called Raffles, and you can purchase on the website. Put in your credit card, very easy to purchase. My next hat is another new design. It's called Moxie in purple. This is a nice transitional piece. It's denim and straw, really easy to wear. Move my hair. It's playful, so this piece right here, you could push to the back if you wanted to. It's a nice cap, okay? It's called Moxie. This is denim and straw. Good transitional piece for those living in California, those getting ready for the springtime. You can flip that bib up if you want to. It's called Moxie, okay? And it's $69, Moxie. Okay. The last style in my segment is the same hat. I just wanted to show it in red. It's Moxie Red. Again, it's denim and straw. It's on the website. Another good piece. Denim and straw, everybody. So it's very comfortable, very easy to wear, and it's fully lined as well. Fully lined, everybody. Okay. That's the last of my 5. Okay. Lavalais, you're next.
Ooh, man, like that last hat. And if you haven't noticed, Lavalais got
Yay.
on a no-name hat that he's rocking a no-name.
Those
think
that
that's
know
what it is.
recognize it, right, Fern? I know Fern was like, hey, you got your no-name hat.
Yeah, I can't see my comments. I want to say that. I know you guys are out there. I can't get my comments, but I'm sure Ella can see hers.
I can see
Um,
them.
so, so, um, so until I can see mine, you guys are gonna have to just bear with me. I care about all of you. I wish I could see who's out there and say hello to you. And so I'm having a little bit of a problem doing that, but I will be. I'm gonna work it out. Okay. Just so let me just go ahead on and start with my first five, and I'm going to be showing you some Larimar this particular time. I decided that I would show some Larimar. Larimar is it's called Beauty of the Sea. It's a beautiful stone. It's only found in the Dominican Republic. Is it going to be? Can you bring it up there for me? See, yeah, there we go. Um, this is BAM number 6, and it's $140. It's Beauty of the Sea. And the thing about Larimar is that it's only found in the Dominican Republic. And it has the sparkle of when you're in the Caribbean and you look out at the water and you see all those little reflections of light. And so it has elements of the water and of the sky, all that pretty blue into it. Okay, and this one is a size 7.5, $140, but I can make it your size. Okay, so I'm sticking with the Larimar. Let's go ahead on and go to number 7. This one I did a little bezel around it. It's called a full bead bezel, and it's for $150. This particular one with the split shank is size 6.5, and it's $150. Okay, and that's BAM number 7. Okay, BAM number 8 is has a little ledge on it, but it's a big piece of Larimar. And like I said, Larimar is like it's a water element stone, but it's produced by the volcanic reactions in the Dominican Republic, which brings it to fire and water. And so it's a balancing stone. It's a stone where if you need to cool your temper down, it'll do that for you. If you got bad relationships, then it'll cool them all out for you. That's what this particular stone does for you. That's the healing properties of Larimar. And okay, so number 9 is another split shank piece with a little bit of white. It's also for $140. And it's a size 8, but don't worry about it because I can make it your size, okay? So for number 10, I have a bracelet. It's called a little hook bracelet that I created with the Larimar. Okay, so this is item number 10, and it's for $175, and that's all sterling silver and fine silver. Okay, those are the components, and they're all handmade by me. Nobody else. Okay, not made in China, not made in Pakistan or Islamabad. Okay, no problem.
Okay.
So support Black artists. If you see something you like, don't forget, go also look at my website, bamboozledjewelry.com. Okay. Wow, man, better let you go ahead on. We're already behind time, huh?
Okay, so I love that Larimar, by the way, but we can talk about that a little bit later. We're going to introduce our first artist, our guest, actually, and Lavalais, you're going to introduce him.
Oh, we are on time. I didn't forget. Hey, what am I thinking about? We're only going to do 5 items, right? So this guy is an educator, an entertainer, an MC, and a New Orleans native. His name is Mr. Frederick Wood Della Housse. So could we play a little bit of him, Mr.
All
Z?
right. They say I'm stuck trying to make ends meet until I meet my end. Say our city took a walk through the waters, tried to wash away our sins, and now we're just trying to breathe again. Trying to scribe a line in this third testament, disguise it as a confession, because Lord knows we need help with these demons. No matter the season, my blood stays thick with thoughts of going off in the midst of this madness. We can no longer serve these masters. These soulless souls conspiring on our capture, got delusions of stealing our rapture, but somewhere in the distance, masked women and men rise from the ashes. Armored with scrubs, gloves, and love, they tend our wounds and our worries. Come face to face with our broken and our buried defenders of life. Healers armed with hope, warriors of warmth and compassion who never hesitate to spring into action. Know that we hold you close at a distance, but love you nonetheless.
In residence at the Ashe Cultural Center in New Orleans.
Yes, wonderful place. Yes.
Oh, you've been to the Ashe Center?
I have, yes.
Oh.
Yes.
So you'll be glad to know that one of our old friends who used to handle the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival, Mr. Salih Van Dam, is the new
is she the director or
director of
Okay. All right. Fantastic.
And so Mr. Wood works with her, right? And he's the creative director for the Ashe Cultural Center. Okay. So he's also a poet, author, and all of the above. So welcome, Mr. Wood, to Lavalais and Lavalais.
All right.
Thanks for having me. Greetings, family. How y'all doing?
We're doing well. It's a pleasure to have you on the show. And you're looking good, and I love your shirt. It's an artist, activist, and alchemist. Perfect. Yes. What a great shirt.
Thank you very much. My dear brother Vince does these down in New Orleans. He has a space called NOLA by Nature.
Okay.
Craig, yeah.
Okay, next time I come down there, which hopefully is this year, I'll be sure to come by and get one.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody from all around the country always look forward to being in New Orleans and coming to New Orleans. All the artists that come on the show that do Jazz Fest, they all, they have great memories of being in New Orleans and eating the food and going to the places.
Yeah.
So Wood is a native of New Orleans, and he's going to, we're gonna let him if he wants to tell you a little bit more about himself, but he's got the next couple of minutes to go ahead on and give you some words, okay?
Thank you very much. Thank you. I wanted to offer this piece. I'm actually working on a project with the Greater New Orleans Foundation about, challenging the system of court-ordered child support. So this particular piece is going to be part of that campaign. So I want to offer that this evening, and then maybe we'll have time for something else. So this is called Child Support. She hasn't seen him in 5 months. Hasn't felt his arms lift her up to the sunshine. His sweet, silly, dilly, daddy rhymes. He often tells her that she's golden, that her reflection is perfection, that her cocoa complexion is dipped in nectar from the heavens, and the moments when she smiles, deciding to shift the earth on its axis, she slows breath and time always slipping. Whether villain or victim, perpetuated by a system that has always seen him as a number easily added to the penal population, divided from family vacations, equals 1 in 9 Black children with a parent in prison. And I wonder if his caseworker cares, that he draws baths and does math, that he sweeps floors and sells pies for school supplies. Wonder if they see a system designed to keep Black bodies inside, use debt, incarceration, and government assistance to rob Black fathers of time with their children, reap the benefits of broken Black relationships, but never for the betterment of the blessing, never for the reason of progression. The Mocha families, they be destined, so they must be dismantled. Negative stereotypes must be maintained. They use Black mothers like a pawn in the game, paint Black fathers as irresponsible failures, yet give mama more. That offbeat rhythmic Black family disaster served on a capitalistic platter till their bellies bursting at the seams with dreams and destruction. And we bear witness to the consumption of this little Black boy at the bus stop, rocking his 3-year-old back and forth. Her sweet brown eyelids grow heavy with the melody of his voice. Still struggling if he made the right choice. He's 17 with another mouth to feed. Another year of school still left to do and already late for class. Can't give you what he don't have. Can't raise his baby girl from the other side of a glass. Shut it and shackled against his will. Behind bars because his daughter was regarded as just a monthly bill. But fatherhood has never been just financial. Especially for these soldiers trying to survive the soap top of the hood without getting canceled. Still find themselves stars in this show. This new blockbuster they call the new Jim Crow. A bottomless moneymaker that forever finds them nappy-headed kings on the inside. Stuck in these predetermined arrangements with no right to visitation, no educational opportunities or job training, no classes to offer on how to be a better father and break the cycle, and there are thousands more with stories just like him, property of the state. Can't search for employment when you're too busy being locked away. And while you do your bid, your child support accumulates, ensuring that your low income status may never go away. So there's no saving grace. There's no lullabies, no end in sight, no kisses goodnight. We say our children are our future and we love them the same, but we treat them like dollar signs, still pawns in their game.
All right. All right.
All right.
Yeah, so that piece is
I'm
childish.
I'm looking at the comments here, you know, a sister here out of Philly, she just said truth. And that's all really you need to say. She just says truth. So, you know.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know if we have time for one more, but you know, I'm good either way, y'all. This is.
I think we good for one more, aren't we?
We got 2 minutes left. Yes.
2 minutes. All right.
Of course, we want to hear one more.
Yeah, we want to hear one more. You go right ahead.
We'll make it something quick. Black Death, I see you stalking, see you peeking around corners, see you in the eyes of mothers and lovers, sons and daughters, too devastated to cry, too composed and compromised for the crowds and flashing cameras, see you red-faced, pinstriped and hooded, see you donning badges, billy clubs and Brooks Brothers, see you storming Capitol, see you hiding behind gunshots and chokeholds and age-old ignorance, see you claiming you were just doing your job, just being a good citizen, but still see you trigger happy hands begging for Black forgiveness. Oh, I see you, Black forgiveness. I see you challenging Black rage. I see you calling Black rage inappropriate and unhelpful. See how Black forgiveness is a requirement for those who deal with Black death in this America. See how some of these churches nurture the politics of Black forgiveness so that Black folk can anticipate some divine justice in this next other life. See how Black pain only hurry up the Black forgiveness is afforded to these white perpetrators. See how Black forgiveness the means for white atonement and even in white denial of Black pain. Man, I see you, Black pain. Moving in and out of our lungs, on the tips of our tongues, in every home, in every heart, in every second of every minute, every hour of every day, in every mother identifying her son, and every father delivering his daughter to courthouse auction blocks, in lifetime turning pages of books we don't see ourselves in. I see you in the streets, Black pain, all redlined and gentrified, blossoming behind bars and broken dreams. I feel you in my screams when all the headlines read about Black babies who break and bleed, born into a country that speaks about nothing but being free. But Black boy, you better not take a knee. I see you, Black pain. Growing up somewhere. Softness, like I'll bleed you, Black bodies, searching for some exhale. I see the heaven driven from your heart, bound and caught like slave to what they think of you. See you twitching on sidewalks, on playgrounds, on Instagram, in cuffs, in custody, in love, in hip hop, fresh to death. No will, no testament, point blank, hammer cocked, loaded and locked, and all I got is this body and this blood. So do this in remembrance of Black bodies, not just the faceless forgettables, not just the hashtags and t-shirts, the somebody's love, the somebody something somewhere, this world footprints on their neck, them belly full of danger and rage, hoping to one day know the salvation of return, to leave the house and just return, to leave the work and just return, to unearth the mysteries, to baptize ourselves in the visceral power of ancestry, the teachable moments of injustice, because too many die in captivity without righteous eruption or the beauty of redemption. There was wisdom at the bottom, Black bodies. but there is glory on the rise. We would never promise to end this fight on our feet, but still we fight, and fight we must, again and again and again.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
All right.
Thank y'all for having me so
And
much. Thank y'all so much.
I see as you're speaking, you're really feeling it, like it like resonates with you, and it resonates, it comes out energetically to us, and it resonates with us too. So people loving it. Awesome. Snap, snap, says Fern. So very good. Oh, we loved it, and I hope you come back again and visit us.
Yeah, I hope you'll come back and visit us again, man, and give us some more of your beautiful prose, you know.
Oh yes.
Thank y'all for having me. I will let you know anytime you need me, brother. I'm here.
Okay.
I appreciate it, brother.
Short,
Thank you.
sweet. You know, you have to come back.
Thank you all. Have a good night.
All right. Take care. Bye.
All right. Thank you again. All right. So as you can see, we promote artists. You know, we love artists, and not all just about what we sell. It's also about other arts. You know, we're gonna try and bring you some things that you might not get a chance to, you know, to get on the live. So we're gonna bring it to you on our live. Okay.
Yes, yes. I don't know whether you can see the comments level. You know, everybody's in the house. We've got New York, we've got New Orleans, we've got North Carolina, Michigan, VA. Everybody's in the house just celebrating, enjoying, and supporting. And we love that. So it's wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see my comments yet. I haven't had a chance to work it out. I'm gonna get a chance. While Brenda show her things, I hope I can work it out and
Okay.
maybe see some of them before the show is over with. But you guys bear with us. Ella can read them; she sees them, so we're fine.
I can see them. Yes.
Okay.
So,
So I'm gonna
but
let
I can't.
Ella. Go
I
ahead.
can't see whether Brenda's in the house. Is she here yet?
Yes, she is. I can
All
see
right.
her.
So I guess I'm going to do an introduction then,
I
because
think so.
this is what we're waiting for. We loved the run up, we loved the poetry, but we're waiting for the legendary Brenda Brunson Bay, who is out of New York. She is a fashion design artist extraordinaire and regularly turns heads wherever she goes in Brooklyn and beyond. I know she doesn't travel too much, but her name travels and people are aware that she exists and that she has fabulous pieces. Um, Brenda Brunson Bay describes her Tribal Truths collection as Afri-Centrused, which sort of means centered in African fabrications and silhouettes like the circle and the square and the triangle, and while incorporating European, Asian, and Native American and other influences. Her client is very culturally and socially conscious, and she does petite to plus sizes. I met Brenda in the early 90s when she was part of 4W Circle. She was one of my first wholesale clients. She bought hats from me, and I've been a fan of hers ever since. She's just a wonderful woman, and I'd like to introduce her and her work, Miss Brenda Brunson Bay of Tribal Truths Collection. Welcome, Brenda. I hope you're there.
I'm here. How are you?
Oh, wonderful. It's lovely to see you. It's lovely to have you on. Just such a delight. I did mention that I met you originally when you were part of 4W Circle, but I don't know much about you prior to that. And I know you have a whole wealth of history as far as, you know, your father was a tailor and a lot that led to where you are today. The last 20, 30 years that you've been around.
Thank you so much for asking me to do this. It was such a pleasure to hear the young brother do his poetry. I was just telling my videographer here that for the first time, that kind of poetry won a major contest on TV, America's Got Talent. A young brother was doing that kind of poetry and won. So our voices are strong, our art is strong. They're just getting ready for us now. So
Yes.
Yeah, well, you saw the young lady knock it out the ballpark on the
yes, I'm telling you,
race
wasn't
today.
she
She just,
wonderful? Let's just give a clap for her. I'm so proud of this generation of young people coming up. It's just wonderful to know that all the things that we've done, that there's somebody else taking that mantle and continuing it and doing it their way, but continuing with the history and all of that, you know?
Yes.
And yes, I
yeah.
met Ella. I think I met you at a crafts fair up in the Bronx.
Oh,
And
wow.
when I saw
Okay.
these hats, I was like, wow, these hats are bad. This sister, who is this sister? I see this little teeny weeny thing sitting over there. I said, where, and we started talking. At that time, I was with one of the baddest and one of the first collective stores that was in Brooklyn that lasted, I think they lasted at least 13 years. And I was one of the businesses that was in there. And I did sell Ella. And when I met Lavalais, look, Lavalais, if you notice, I found yeah, bamboozled. When I saw these ear spheres, I was like, oh, wow, you mean to tell me I don't have to put a big old hole in there now? Oh, wow, because I was thinking about enlarging my ears, and you made it so beautifully, and they never go out of style. I know this was one of the first ones. And it was my pleasure to sell you while I was at 4W and also in my own store too. So this
Oh,
is the, how can I say, I call it the gathering. We're gathering. You
yeah,
plant the
yeah. Well, it's been a pleasure, knowing you
yeah,
over the years. I
yeah,
mean, it's
Yes.
just, you're an icon in Brooklyn. Everybody
oh, thank
knows.
you. Thank you.
Everybody knows you and know your work
Yeah.
and know what your heart is really about. That's what it's really all about.
That is it. I was born and raised in Augusta, Georgia, but I lived in New York in Bayside as a child. And after my parents broke up, we moved back to Georgia. And that's where I was raised, but I was always coming back and forth because I had relatives here. My aunt, who was one of my mentors, lived here in Brooklyn, and that's how I got to Brooklyn. I had a chance to live in Bayside or Brooklyn. I was like, I don't want to live in Brooklyn. I mean, Brooklyn was the hook then, all the different types of people. And when I got here in the South, we only saw black or white. Here we saw black in so many different shades and voices and speaking. I was so excited riding on the trains and I see a brother or a sister standing there and they're speaking another language. They're speaking, I find out they're Haitians, they're this and that. So New York has been like a school for me as far as culture. And that, along with going to Africa and seeing all the many places that we all went to in this world, has me still so excited. It's a never ending piece, learning about where we all went and what we have in common. That's our piece. And that's what I'm trying to do, bring back our Africanness to us in ways that we maybe have lost, but we've never lost it, but we are just gathering it. And that's why this is the gathering as we are doing now.
Yes, and you're ever evolving and changing. That's what I love about you, and also what Lavalais said. It's your heart. You have a very good heart, and I think
Yes.
it shows in your clothing as well. So
Thank you. Well, I tried to put, because I think everything is energy. My energy goes into clothing. Ella's energy goes into hats. Lavalais is into jewelry, but it's still just energy
mhm.
because that's all we are. We're energy in different forms. And I understand that. I was a biology and chemistry major in college. So I feel like I've kind of gone and run the gamut to all the places that I wanted to be. And I still see this creative energy that I put in is still a lot of science to it too, as I'm sure it's science to all the artists that work. We have created a science out of it, the science of creating. And one brother friend, Brother Wolf, has it so beautifully. He says, art is not about creating, art is about revealing. I love that saying. Art does not create, art reveals, and it reveals something in us. So if we are showing things and we have love when we are creating it and doing it, that's the piece that I want to put on the customer's back. I want her to feel that same energy wearing it as I felt making it for her, you know?
Yeah.
So that's what art is for us. We're just a vehicle for it. You know, this is God's work. This is the universe's work that gives us that.
I
Yeah, we just become the vessels, right?
That's it. Yes.
yes, it just comes through us. Definitely.
That's
I
right.
agree.
It's coming through us, and I love it. And just watching I came to New York at a very ripe time too. I went to FIT. What had happened, I had started to design while I was in Georgia, and I had a little tiny store there. It was like a closet, and I was painting on jeans and doing all kind of different things to it. And I had a boyfriend then. He says, "Brenda, why don't you open up a really nice store?" I said, "Well, I don't know enough about, merchandising, and I'm just having fun." You know what I'm saying? He said, "Well, why don't you go to school?" I said, that would be a good thing. I found out about FIT, and because I had relatives here, I applied, and because I had already finished college, I didn't need to do the prelim courses. So I got into merchandising and buying. Well, I came here for the year. I never went back. I never went back home. I think I went back to visit a lot, but I never moved back. And that's when I started on my journey. I worked for what was then the Abraham and Strauss stores as a buyer. I worked for them for about 6 years, and I was designing my own line then. I thought this was going to be exciting, but I was just crunching numbers really. And so one day I used to shop at this little shop in Brooklyn Heights, and I would go in and I was creating capes. I love drama type things with a lot of fabrics. I like wrapping and walking in like you were on TV, So I was making these capes and I was going to different crafts fairs selling them. And, I was just doing them for extra money and also to just vent my creative energy. And one day the man who owned the store says, "Brenda, where are you getting all these capes from?" I said, "Oh, I make these." He says, "You make these?" I said, "Yes." And I had been kind of contemplating leaving the buying field because it wasn't creative. It was more business than creation. And he says, "Would you do me an order of 12?" I think in 2 days I gave my resignation in. And I never went back because I knew then that I had something that others might have wanted. And that's what started my journey on creating. And I think that's what most of us do. We may start off doing something else, but when that bug hits you and you find that you can make some kind of living, it may not be the best. We don't have everything, but we have more. That's right. When somebody else tells you, "I like that, I want that, how much is it?" Then that is the main thing. And I feel so blessed to have come. I didn't realize it at the time I was doing it until my aunt told me about our family history. And she told me that right after slavery, our great 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 grandmother taught all her children to sew. She sewed. She taught them all to sew, men and women. She said, "You might have to work for others." And we know who we're talking about, the Europeans, the pilgrims, "but you will not have to clean their houses." And I didn't know it at the time that I was creating naturally through who I came through. And so many times when we don't know the family history, that's why we have to look into our families, because there's been somebody just as crazy as us doing that earlier that we
Well,
pattern ourselves after. You know what I'm saying? Because
oh
it is
yeah.
a certain kind of craziness to go out there and step out on your own. But it's a good crazy, just like John Lewis said, "Get in good trouble, well, get in good crazy too."
Well, Brenda, Lavalais and I are going to disappear for a minute. We're going to allow you to have the floor or
Yes.
solo all by yourself.
Thank you so
And,
much.
and you
Hey,
can,
it's so great to have you.
yes.
We've had 2 videos. We on my audience, we've never had Brenda live. So
Yes.
we have Brenda live. If you guys want to ask her any questions, don't forget to put it in your comment. We'll be able to pass it on to her. And so great to have you here, Brenda.
Thank you so much. And thank you for the pleasure. Okay.
All right. It's all yours.
Okay. I'm going to move back. We're going to show some pieces today, and this is pieces left from our January Black sale. Back when I was at 4W Circle, I started this January Black sale to counterpoint punch the January White sales. So we call this our January Black sale. Everything you see here today is 30 to 40% off. So you can reach us later. They'll put my information on the piece there, and I'll give you the prices on them as we move. We have a model who is my #1 Rain model. I call her. We have 2 or 3 models that I can't do without, and she is certainly one of them. She's wearing something today. Come on out, Rain. This is called my cultural business suit. Glen plaid, black and white, 2-piece. Nice wide leg pants that fit many, many sizes. Sort of looks like a skirt when you have it on. This is what you go wear to the office. It's certainly business-like, but we put that touch of culture on it. And this is called the kimono baby doll top. It has pouch pockets in there, right here. You can loosen it up. You can tie it from the front and back. Yep, just do it back here. Very comfy, still looking business-like. Wear this wherever you want to go. You can take it loose or you can take that tie back. 2 pieces. This was $250 and it is now, what is it? See, Rain knows more about it than I do. That's great. $170 now, and it fits from size all the way up from a size 6 if you're tall enough, up to about a Rain. What are you, about 16? Something
Yes.
like that. 16, size 16, 18. Okay, that's our first piece. Okay, while she's changing, I'm going to show you an item that I created about 4 or 5 years ago. I had bought a sweater and I was trying to cut it up for something. In some kind of way, I messed it up and I ended up creating what I call my 1-shoulder shawl. 1-sleeve shawl, not 1 shoulder, excuse me. These are pieces, very good for now. And when I make them, sometimes I make these longer or shorter, but it's the type of thing you can wear out under a suit. You can put it over a suit. You can keep it on while you're in. I created these little ways that you can wear it. This is one way you can wear it. This is the red and white tie-dye in the back. If it's kind of chilly, you want to wrap up a bit, take it around. You can still wear it with your jacket or your coat. Nice full pieces. These retailed at $225 and today they are $165. Rain is going to bring out 2 more to show you the pieces that we have left. These are all one-of-a-kind pieces. So these will be the last that we'll be doing in this collection. She's going to show you 2 of them that she's wearing in different colors. That one is the mixed muds. That one has the blues and the whites, the browns, and so beautiful. This season, they've come out from Africa with these great prints. I call them the cowrie shell prints. They're so beautiful because we have the cowrie shell and all the other symbolism. At one time, the cowrie shell was used as money in Africa. And so they are now just doing such fabulous prints. Every time I get some fabrics from Africa, they motivate me to do these fabulous designs. So these are the other 2 pieces left. You have the browns and you have the mixed ones. And this one has a mixture of blues in it too. So these were all $225 and now they are now $160. All right, thank you, Rain. The other outfit that I created during this time of challenge that we have, because we're not really going out a lot, and I wanted to deal with things that we could use pieces that we already have, you know? So I created something called the African Dickie. This is a really special one. You just put it right over your head. and it's there. You can dress up just like I've got something solid black on if I'm going somewhere and I can't get back home to change, or either I'm doing a Zoom meeting and you want to look cute on your Zoom meeting, just take some of this. This fabric is from Benin, and it's a big piece. It's like a big spread. So I use this fabric and cut it up. One of my characteristics of my lines is I always have something called a talisman hanging from it. This one has the little tassel and some pieces of cowrie shells and beads. This comes from my grandmother. When I was little, she used to make our clothes. And she would always, in one of the seams, put something in like seeds or some type of little herbs. And I says, Grandmama, what is that you're putting in there? And she says, honey, that's your protection. That's your protection. And it was talisman. That meant that it helped to protect us while we are not with them. So this is one of the characteristics. And this is really my logo. When you see something from Tribal Truth, you'll see something hang. Rain is going to show you some more pieces in it. And we got a surprise too, because we make these pieces not just for women, but we have a debut tonight of a very famous model. His name is Mr. Lovely. Come on out, Mr. Lovely, so we can show you how not only for sisters, but brothers can wear this too. We ordain you as a piece of the Tribal Truth line. This is the African Dickie for the brothers. Let's give him a hand. Yay, Winston. And you know what he asked me? Miss Brenda, can you put me a pouch in the back of it? You know these men, we have to satisfy. So these are two pieces. If you really love her and you love him for Valentine's Day, this would be a fabulous piece for you. Brother and sister, husband and wife, even friends could wear these unisex pieces. Now he thinks he's really something now because he's modeling. All right, Winston, I love it. I love it. Okay. I love doing a lot of patchwork stuff because I have sometimes fabrics left over and I don't know what to do with it. And sometimes I'll just mix them up and make something that I call my patchwork line. And this is easy, like if you're someplace and you want to change your look, don't want to come in with how you ended up looking. Let me find my head first. And you just get something like this. This is called my patchwork sweater. This is what we do when we take things that we don't have enough of to make one. So we find something else to make. Put it on us. This sweater can easily fit several different sizes. This cowl neck, very nice for almost any neckline. You can put a dress on under it, pants, you can make dresses. This retailed at $225, and tonight it is $160 for the top. $160. This is black and white knits, dry clean only. And because we always have a sister with it, Rain is wearing the other version of the patchwork. This is the asymmetrical dress. This one is $250, and this retails at $165. The same pieces of fabrics, but mixed in, looking a little bit different. All right, okay. I meant to mention that the Dickies, this is another version that you can see on the mannequin, a longer version of the same Dickie that Rain had on. But this is a longer version of it, different fabrics. So we do this Dickie in all different sizes. And again, this is the same pricing. It's $160 for the Dickies now. This is another piece that Rain is going to be showing another version of it. This is called my asymmetrical dress. You know, I don't do anything kind of straight. I'm kind of a little off kilter. So all of my clothes have a little off kilterness quality to them. I like a bottom that kind of shows leg and hides leg, gives you a little something to imagine. So these are my mud cloth tops. I do them in mud cloths. I do them in knits too. But this particular line with the browns, this is my mud cloth top. It has a little pocket there. And of course it has the talisman. This one is of the tassel. This top retailed at $240 and it is now $170. It can fit sizes from 6 or 7 all the way up to 16, 18. They can also be made to order. Rain is going to show you how she's wearing hers. She put hers with a skirt. She's got a short skirt under there. You can wear that with pants. Again, this one is retailing for $170. 2 different prints, 2 different beautiful colors on them. A little pouch pocket in the front, right down here. And it's the type of thing you can just wear, throw a little jacket on with it. It looks nice under a coat. As the weather gets nicer, you can wear it in the spring too. Put a t-shirt under it, either put a turtleneck under it for the cold. This is the asymmetrical dress. Retailing first at $240 and now $160. We only have 2 of them left too, so this is what we've got left. Okay. All right. Thank you. Now, we have some bags here. This is called my triangle bag. This bag was originated, I guess it was maybe about maybe 30 or 40 years ago. I had taken a train trip across country to Mexico. Remember when you used to start off in New York and take a month and drop off in different places and get back on the train? We're riding through Mexico and I see the people out in the fields picking the fruits. And they have this bag, just like that. But they were longer. And I said, oh, I like that bag. And I always carry a tablet that I could draw. When I see something I like, I draw it. And I drew the shape of this bag. And this was in tribute to the workers. As we now are looking at the essential workers that we're paying tribute to, these are the people that keep this world going. You know, we think the people on the top, all they do is just talk about the people that are really doing the work. And I'm so happy to see people like that. So this was my tribute to the worker in the fields. And I'm old enough to have picked cotton. And I remember across the sides that your grandmother put this thing on me and we picked the cotton and stuck it in there. It wasn't shaped like this, but it was a bag across our shoulders. Tribute to the ancestors. Tribute to the ancestors. These bags were $200. Tonight they are $150. And they also are reversible too. Reversible, you can turn and wear them on the solid side, all lined and quilted. So this is my triangle bag. You can wear it like that. You can wear it across. You can also do front. Looks like a piece of clothing as you have it on. So tonight, these are retailing for $150. This is the triangle bag. We have it in this color. We have it, the one with the Jename, which is the symbol for God is great. This is the Jename print. We have it in this one, the mixed print. We have the camouflage. And we have the mixed tapestry rose work. But while we're trying to get that off the mannequin, I want Rain to come out and show you another piece of the line of this brown mud cloth. This is called my notch collar coat. I do this coat in different fabrics, but when I saw the mixtures of these fabrics, because these are 2 to 3 different fabrics. This is a piece of mud cloth with the Jename. This is another piece of mud with the cowrie shell motif. I love mixing fabrics. And this is a piece of that. It's a very comfortable coat. You've got your pockets on the side that you can put your hands in. And I try to be practical because sometimes when I grew up, you had your Sunday coat and you had your go out to everyday coat. So I decided when I started making coats, I'm going to make a coat that can serve 2 purposes. So I started doing these reversible coats. This one reverses over to the solid black. And it's like a slicker. Yes. This was originally $4.25. It's now retailing for $2.95. $2.95. Everything is 30 to 35% off. This is the slicker. So you go in one way and you come out another. If it's raining, you don't want to mess your mud cloth up with your slicker. The notch collar coat. All right, Rain's wearing that. Okay. And this is another piece that we have on sale today too. This is called the face jacket, also reversible. This is a piece of tapestry. It's probably a European source. I love mixing up all these different fabrics. This one is semi-fitted, reversible pockets on both sides. If you notice the buttons that I use, I find things and create buttons from them. These are, this button here was like a piece that you make jewelry out of, but I take them, and I'll take anything. I'll even get wood pieces and drill holes in them and make unique buttons. So this is how the buttons look. And they finish up. This one has one on the inside too. You've got two buttons to close it off. This I call my face jacket because it's really cold outside. Hey, baby, it's cold outside. Well, you'll be nice and toasty. This is a semi-fitted coat. In the front and the back, you can wear it. And if you don't want that collar up so high, it goes down into almost like that kind of collar. Okay? This is retailed at, let me look at the prices. This retailed at $375, and tonight it is $260. $260. Okay? Now, Rain has coming in with a coat that came to me in a dream. Turn around, Rain. When I had this dream, I saw this woman who come back up here, a little bit so they could see it. I saw this woman walking away, and this was what I saw, this dream. And she came to me a couple of times, and I said, what is that? And what is she showing me? Then she turned around to the side, and she showed me the side. And I realized all silhouette. This is called my draped back coat. I sat down for about 2 weeks trying to figure out how to do this. All right, I've been doing this coat for a few years. One day, a customer of mine, sister named Bess, bought a jacket from me that had this same effect. And she came in the store where I was, and she had taken hers because there was a design back here underneath, and she had pinned it. And she created another, we call it the Bess effect. She took a pin and pinned it up here where you could see the design. So she created that kind of a look on it. I call it, this the other was called the drape back top. This one is called the baby on the back coat. Okay? All right. Okay. Turn it around. This is out of a fabulous mixed tapestries. This can fit any size. The face jacket that we saw earlier is about, I guess I would say a medium large. It can go up to about a 60. We can move the buttons over, so it is adjustable. With this coat, this is one size fit all. You can get a lot of people in this coat. You can put your baby on your back, you can put it in it, you can wrap up whatever you need. But this is our last piece of the evening. And this one retails for $450, and tonight it is now $310. So this is our January Black Sale. If you see something you like, please let us know. They will put our numbers up on the top, but my office number is 718-638-7624. Our sale is 404-680-8115. So this has been our January Black Sale with savings for you. Find something tribal truths, because if the truth be told, we be from many tribes. Join ours. Thank
All
you.
right.
Okay. All right.
What a great presentation, Brenda.
Thank you.
You had
Thank you.
you had a
It was
few
fun.
comments in there, but I think you answered them. The face jacket fits what size, and you already
Yeah,
said, you
yeah.
know,
And anybody can call me and ask me anything about what other items, and we'd be happy to let you know the cost on them and also the cost of shipping and how you can pay. Okay?
I think you're going to get some calls tonight.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, that
It
was
has
that
been
was a
such a
beautiful
pleasure.
presentation.
I
Yeah.
Just
feel like
just
I've
beautiful.
gone to the Ella and Lavalais School of Presentation. Okay.
Brenda, you probably don't realize it, but you're made for live presentations.
Oh,
You
thank
are a
you.
natural. So,
Thank you.
yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was like you've been doing it all along. You're right.
Yes.
I guess I'm always talking. That's why. If you can talk, you can do it. No, but this has been a pleasure because we mix this creativity up with business, and we're just dynamic. I'm loving the direction that this whole movement is going with. I'm a collective-minded person. I grew up team sports, being a team member, and for me, this is about our team as artists, as merch artists who are also merchandisers, sellers, wholesalers. This is the business of art, and I am so blessed and proud to be a part of. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Stay there for one more second
Good.
before you go. I just want to say, I mean, it was nice to learn a little bit about your background
Yes.
because now it makes a whole lot of sense how you've treated all the other artists that you've come in contact with for so many years,
Yes.
and you've brought people along like Ella and I and so many other people that you know that are still around, still doing what they do
Yes.
because of your interest in them.
Yes.
You showed an interest in us, and that meant a lot to me.
Well,
Yes,
hey,
me too.
you
Me
know.
too.
But
I mean, I have to say, I enjoyed coming to see you. I used to go straight to her apartment that she
yeah.
lived at in Brooklyn, and she would buy hats from me. But to
Yeah.
be honest, I really just enjoyed being in her presence and just talking with Brenda.
Wow.
Making money was nice, but I enjoyed.
Yeah.
I look forward to coming to see you.
We're family, we're family. When we look at what we do as a people, we are a part of a family. And so when we find when you're my new cousins, you my new uncles, I want to be somebody's new auntie. You know what I'm saying? So when we form these things, we never lose. We gain more with the group than we do standing up. Even when you're with the group, I played basketball growing up, and you can never win a game by yourself. You can be the best shooter, but you can't get that. You got to get somebody to get that ball to you first. So everyone is integral and important in this whole collective field that we are trying to create. And we are building a market. That's the whole thing. Merchandising is market building too. So you're building a market, and you're
Yes.
building a market for people that they're available in all different ways. They'll want tribal truths for this. They'll go to Ella. Look at Ella's hat sitting up here. They go to Ella for the hats. They go to Lavalais for the jewelry one time. So this is what we do. You never lose when you are collective.
Definitely.
Okay. All right.
We have one more comment. Someone's commenting about the red jacket on the wall.
Oh yes, I did not show you this one. This is, take it down. This is a part of the sale. I just did not show it. This is what we talk about when we talk about Afri-Sin fusion. This is the fusion of the African Afri, but in a, you want to try it out? Oh, Winston wants to try it. Oh, hold it up. Oh, you're gonna hold it up for me. Okay, I thought you was gonna wear it for me, Winston. This is a version of the Japanese kimono. I went to Japan And as I saw them walking around in these kimonos, I thought about the brothers in Africa with the grand rupas. The African went all from Africa and went all over the world and made the Japanese, made this. So this is the version that I do of the kimono, which is African origin, but and these fabrics. And this fabric here is one of the fabrics from Benin, which is a combination of the tribes. Benin, Ghana. This is a European fabric. So you're getting this Afri-infused feeling because that's all man is. There is no race. There is one race, and it's called the human race. We just have evolved to gone to different places. This
And
is
that
also
does that fit all
reversible piece.
sizes, Brenda?
Yes, huh?
Does it fit all sizes?
This can go up to about a 16, 18 too. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. And it's also a reversible piece. So it reverses over to a solid red.
Okay.
Okay. Again, this one was $475. It is now $335. The kimono. Okay. All right. I think that's
Fantastic.
oh, we have some bags if we have a little bit more time. This is from Niger. A friend of mine, Brother Mulu's family, makes these fabulous bags that come from Niger. His daughter and his nieces make these bags. Beautiful work, hand work on them, as you can see, the fringing and stuff. They have 2 or 3 compartments in there, just fabulous pieces. These are only $125. So if you're interested in any of the bags, we have this one in green. I have it in a yellow, handmade by Mulu's daughters and nieces. And this is another version of it, which this is my bag. I love these bags. I carry them all the time. This is everybody that knows me sees me with this on it. Smaller version, but all at the same price, $125, coming from Niger or Niger, however you want to call it, but it's from Brother Mulu. Okay.
And last question, are all the pieces that you've shown, are they on your Etsy site?
No, they're not. My Etsy is not up now. I'll be bringing it back up in March. The person that was handling our Etsy, my Etsy and others, made her transition this past month. So it's been, I've been working on it, but I think I'm gonna let it stay down and bring it back up in March with new stuff. So you'll have to contact me directly. Again, my home office is 718-638-7624 here in Brooklyn. And my cell is 404-680-8115.
All right. Wonderful.
All right.
And you guys can bet that she will be on our Black History Month show in February.
Well, I'm looking
we will have Brenda back on. She'll have some time to create some new work.
Yes.
We're all working hard.
Yeah, all the items for next month will be new pre-spring. I'm working, to give you a little idea, I'm working on some tie-dyes. It's going to be a collection of tie-dyes and patchwork. That's 2 of the, I won't tell you everything, but that's 2.
Okay.
Thank you so much. And again, it's been my pleasure to be with you and everybody out there. I love you.
All right. The pleasure was all ours. Thank you, Brenda.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Oh, you guys, that was a
Wow.
treat.
It was.
Come on, that was a treat, right?
We worked hard to get Brenda on live, and she did such a great job. She really did. We've been working on her for months, so everybody, we've been
wonderful. Trying to get her live for some time for you guys, and she finally came on, and you can see she was just great. Great.
Oh yeah. And like Lavalais said, she's going to be back on the February show that we're having. I think we're up to 18 artists now, I think, for the February show. Is that it?
18? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. 18 or 19.
18 or 19 artists we have.
We added one too.
Yeah. So be prepared for that. All right.
yeah, we have a lot of new artists, and we're going to have a lot of the artists that have been on our shows that have done well that want to come back. We're having them back on. And we've made space for some of the newer ones. A lot of artists are asking to be on our shows. We wish we could bring everybody on. It's just not possible. So we try and work it out so that we can bring different people on at different times, and that's what we're trying to do, is expose you to different artists.
Yeah, and also a variety. We want to have a variety of, clothing, jewelry, wearables, art, sculpture. We want to have a little bit of everything at the show, not just all jewelry or all clothing. So, so that you see a little bit of everything, and new people. So it's going to be good.
All right.
All right. So I think we're going to show our last pieces for tonight.
I think so.
Okay.
So you guys get a little bit of our stuff, things.
Okay. So I'm going to go. BAM number 11 is called Follies. It's a camel wool felt, sits to the side. It's a take on an old design called Sidebar. Those in the house that have been shopping with me for a while, they'll know this shape. This one is called Follies. I only have one left. It's called Follies, and it's $145. Okay. The next style is purple. I thought I'd better bring on some purple because of the inauguration and seeing all those wonderful women in their purples. So this one is called Hadley. It's $145. It is a felt fedora, sits up kind of nice and high. Oh yeah, I have a sample right here. I'm going to show it to you. Called Hadley. Okay. That's it right there. To one side and the other side. Nice little piece, a little bit of purple. And I think it's accented in navy blue on the side here. All right, and this one is $145. Next style is BAM number 13. It's called Tream. It's a velour felt, steel gray velour felt. Again, it sits to the side. I will put it on for you. It sits to the other side. It's called Tream. Okay. I like deep crowns. I like them to sit low. I think it's sexy wearing a hat low. So yeah, this is Tream, and it's $165, steel gray. And I think you can pop that brim down if you wanted to as well. Move the hat just a bit. Okay. Velour felt, which feels really nice and soft. Next style is Cobra. I brought this one back again because it does so well. It's BAM 14. It's a charcoal gray felt. It has a nice weight to it. It's a little heavier than the rest. Called Cobra, and it's $165. And my last style is called Pico. Is me playing around with a little bit of denim. It's $69. Pico. A subtle shape, a nice little dip right here. Pico. I think it could be unisex. Could it be unisex? I don't know, Lavalais. Maybe you could rock it.
Ooh.
Maybe.
Hey. I like the style. That's
okay.
For sure.
So we're playing with this style. So it's $69. It's all denim, and it's lined as well. A little bit of wool up the top here. That's why it has a satin lining. But it fits close to the head, and it's playful. You could play with it a bit. So yeah, that is my last shape of the day.
Ooh. Somebody asked about the yellow and orange, but they went on and bought it, so they don't.
Okay.
Yes, you could put it back on.
Sold.
I guess they didn't want to wait. And I know what you mean. Believe me.
I don't have the sample here. That's why I can't try it on for you. I'm sorry. Yes, don't have it.
You want to see it again? Can you bring it back up there?
Can we
Z?
bring it back up again?
And BAM 3, someone want to see again also.
BAM 3, raffles. Okay.
There we go.
That's BAM 3, raffles. And I can put it on for you. Okay. Again, you can pop that down all the way around if you want to. And it's a new design, and I think I will be doing it in other colors, but I was feeling quite yellow this week. And yeah, raffles. BAM number 3. And this one is $70. And that's BAM 11. That is called Follies, and it actually goes to the side. It has a nice side sweep to it. And it's $145. Okay, BAM 11. On the website, everybody, lipshats.com. Go to the website and purchase. Or if you see it right here and you're like, yes, I want it now, you can just DM me and it's yours. Okay, we can do it either way. All right, that's my hats for the night.
All right. So look, I a toast to everyone. I went out and bought me some champagne. I had to celebrate this week. I think I get to rest a little bit and not worry so much. I have so much anxiety gone. So I'm going to be a little bit more calm.
Oh, yes.
So I had to have some champagne in order to celebrate. So I have a little bit left over. So toast to everyone.
Lavalais was celebrating on Inauguration Day. That's when he popped the champagne, and he's still celebrating. So
yeah, well, I have a bottle of champagne. I can't drink a bottle of champagne all by myself. You know, it's just not. I'll be drunk, and so I didn't want to go there.
Okay. Okay.
But since we have a brand new show, I can toast to that also. So
good idea.
I'm toasting to that also. A little bit giddy because the champagne makes me that way. I'm not really a good drinker at all. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so let's go ahead on with the rest of the show. And this is onyx ring, black onyx. And onyx is a stone that's long been endured for centuries. I mean, people have used it for amulets and talismans, and put on their scarabs and sabers and swords and all kinds of things. It's an unbelievable stone for those who need protection, you know, who need to. I have to go and read a little bit, but I just want to show it. Here it is. Oh, there I go with my camera trying to figure out where to go.
Yep.
I don't usually do this. That's why I make pictures. But I just want to show you the ring. It's really long, so you really need a nice long finger for it. Okay, but it's $150. Okay, that's item number 16. Item number 17 is another onyx piece. Okay, and like I say, this stone connects to the body, to belonging to the earth. It connects you. It's one of the first stones mentioned in the Bible. So for those, okay, and it sells for $140. Okay, it has a little split shank on it. And for those of you who've been asking for the black cowrie, I've seen that I had one, so I have this black cowrie beaded full bead ring. It's a pretty big cowrie. It sells for $125 for this particular show. It's a size 7 3/4, but don't worry about the size of any of the rings. I make them, I can adjust it for your size. Okay, so and to end out, I have well, I got two more pieces. I have one more onyx bracelet. Um, this is a bracelet. This is the second one I've made like this. It's onyx and sterling and fine silver. It sells for $275. This is a big one. It fits my wrist. And that for sure, because you can see it on the wrist here.
Oh,
So I made this one to fit me. But it sells for $275. Okay. Again. So the last one is also a big cuff bracelet, and this one is a pyritized ammonite called a simbricite, and it's smaller in size. But that's it on the screen. It's $275, and here I have it right there. Okay, so all sterling and fine silver, and it's also $275. Okay, that's my last piece for this afternoon. So
that onyx on that bangle was huge, like a really nice sized stone.
yeah, it is. It's really huge. It's a big piece of onyx.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Okay.
And also the Larimar. I was really intrigued as the Larimar. You said a good stone to wear for bad relationships. That made me crack up. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's supposed to even you out.
Oh, okay. So all those out there, if the relationship is kind of going downhill a bit, wear some Larimar. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, that'll really take care of it, right?
Right. Well, we've got some. I don't know whether you see the comments, Lavalais, but people are saying this was an excellent show. So thank you guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I finally got my comments going.
Okay.
I can finally see them.
Yeah, we're doing our best to put on a really good presentation for you, and I think we did a good job this week with the spoken words, and we had Brenda Brunson Bay, so it was a nice variety, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed watching it, and I enjoyed being a part of it. Yeah.
Yeah, so have I. I really enjoyed the format of our new show. It's going to be really nice. We're going to bring on some different artists. We're not going to all, we're just not going to be trying to sell you something all the time. And also try and give you some knowledge about something other than us, and just not going to be trying to sell you our jewelry, but that's our purpose. So we have to do that too.
Yes.
But we also want to bring other artists on and let them show you their stuff, their things. I hate the word stuff.
Their creativity, their craftsmanship, and I like hearing about the artists as well. It gives me so much more insight into, like you said, as to why a person is the way they are and why they do their work, and then you value their work so much more.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
And it was fascinating to learn some of the things about Brenda, the FIT part, all the fashion. It's been in her family and everything.
Yeah.
For years and years and years, and now you understand why she is or who she is, why she is who she is.
Exactly. Exactly.
As I hope you'll get to know me and Ella over the years. Over our shows, should I say?
Yeah,
not the years. We don't know if we'll do years, but at
you
least
put
we'll
it
get
out
some
there.
shows in.
Okay. Well, at least we know we're going to be here next Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we have an artist, Aziz, out of Los Angeles. He's a what is he? Screen printer? It's screen printing and
Oh, he's a.
batik and
I,
really
I
interesting
consider
techniques.
him a printmaker. I mean, I think
Printmaker.
that's his real forte. But he paints
Yes.
on glass.
Yes.
That's what I loved about his work.
Yeah. So
Uh,
so stay tuned, everybody. Next week, we enjoyed the show too.
Yeah, and we enjoy having you all here. And don't forget to share, like our thing, follow us, do what you can to support us. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and peace and blessings to everyone. And we love you very much.
All
Thank
right.
you so much.
Thank you. Good night, everybody.
All right.